What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be giving you the best budgeting app to keep track of your finances in 2019. Alright, so the way that I want to structure this video is I kind of want to get you guys a little bit of a rundown of a few apps, and then I'll definitely go into the best one towards the end, and I also have an honorable mention. So out of the time that I've been in personal finance, I have dealt with a bunch of different budgeting apps and tried a few out. And so I can personally say that the one that I've used now and that I'm going to recommend to you guys is certainly the best that I know of. Definitely put down in the comments below if you want to argue with me, if you think that there's something better. I'm all up for ideas. I can always use an improvement, and always moving on to new technology, moving on to something better is, what I'm all about. So go ahead and let me know if you have any suggestions that I don't mention. Okay, so number one, the very first app that I tried and that I think is okay but not the best is going to be Mint. So a lot of you probably know Mint is probably one of the, if not the most popular budgeting app on the App Store right now. Cool thing about Mint is that it's free, so you don't have to pay for it if you don't want to. There's also a premium version. So a bad thing about it being free is that they do run ads on Mint. The interface can be a little confusing. I don't really like it for that reason. So it wasn't very intuitive when I first used it, and that's a big reason why I don't want to continue using it and why I moved on. So Mint is an option if you're looking for something free, so definitely check that out, and it could be of use to you, maybe, or maybe not. Who knows? Okay, so number two, this is the runner-up to the best app, and it's EveryDollar. So EveryDollar is the app that Dave Ramsey's company built. It's a complete budgeting app, and it is kind of intuitive. It's a sleek interface, is very nice. One thing that I really like about EveryDollar is that the categories are pre-built and that you can pretty much just set your budget how you want to. One thing that I don't like about it is if someone has a irregular income, someone like me has a bunch of different sources, like I lead a sales team, so I get paid commission. I'm not getting paid the same every month. Other income sources like flipping, a couple businesses that I'm starting, stuff like that. And my wife actually does a bunch of stuff. She doesn't have like a normal job either. She does a bunch of babysitting, that kind of thing. It's really hard in EveryDollar to go ahead and set that up. They really focus on like being paid bi-weekly or weekly or monthly. And so if you have an irregular income, it's kind of, I know there's a way to. I haven't played with the app enough to know exactly how, but I feel like something like that should be intuitive. And people are going to get random income all the time, gifts and stuff like that, so it should be easier than it is, and that's for sure. So I would definitely say that if you don't like the number one app that I'm about to tell you, then EveryDollar is probably your next choice. I always had for free, so I'm not sure if you have to pay for it or if it's just a free app on the App Store. I think before I took that class, I did download it and check it out, and it was free at the time. So there may be a paid version, there may be a free version. It might all just be free. I'm not exactly sure, but that's something that you can look into as well. Okay, so I'm not going to get into the number one app just yet. I have kind of like an honorable mention, maybe a runner-up, something like that. A really cool idea and something that I recently figured out, and an app that you should definitely check out if you don't like the runner-up, is called Buckets. Now, this is pretty much brand new. I know the guy started developing it, I think last year or late 2017. And what the idea with this app called Buckets is that you have your money and you put them into each bucket. So your categories are called buckets, and that's the way that you track your spending. But what's really cool about this is that he has an unlimited free trial. He guarantees that it'll always be free and that you can go for as long as you want. And also the app is only $29 for the full version. If you want to support him and in his venture, you can go ahead and pay that $29. I'm not sure if you get more features or if you're just like ending the trial and supporting him. But what's great about that is, you have that unlimited free trial if you want it, and it's also only $29. $29 for a full app. That's, and when I played with it, it was much better than Mint and EveryDollar in every way that I could tell. So he's adding a lot of cool features to that, and he's definitely seems motivated to listen to his audience and to listen to your feedback. So definitely head over to Buckets, show that dude some love, and he can, pretty much build the app that we want. So that's a really cool thing about that, and that's why I kind of feel like Buckets is in a separate category, because it's not completely polished, it's not completely done, but it is in a great state to where that you can, you know, leave feedback and really build a community just around this app. So that leaves me with the #1 app that you should be using, and you guys probably already know what it is: YNAB. So I mean, what can I say? YNAB is, it's my bread and butter. It's my life for my personal finances. I've been using for YNAB for I think my 2-year registration is coming up in February. So it's definitely changed my life, and for the better. If it wasn't for YNAB, I would probably be living on the street somewhere. Let's just say that. I don't know how people do it. If people don't keep a budget, I'm not sure how they do it. But YNAB has all the great features, sleekest interface. It's really easy to use, really intuitive, and it has a lot of like when you want to get in depth and intricate with your finances, YNAB has the features for that. So another cool thing about YNAB is that after you get in, you know, to the actual budgeting process, you do have analytics. So I can go ahead and look at my analytics from last year, and I can tell that maybe me and my wife spent too much on eating out. You know, on average, we spent, I think it was like $300 a month or something like that on average in eating out. And while for a lot of people that's not really that much, when you're focusing on saving and building your income, that was something that that was a goal that we wanted to work towards, was eating out less. So because of these analysis and things like that, you can really, wow, that bag just fell. Okay. Because of the analysis and things like that, you can really look at the, you know, how can I do better in my life and, you know, dining out, or how can I spend less on entertainment, or how can I focus more on giving? You know, they're really things that matter. And a great thing about YNAB is Jesse Meekum. He's an awesome dude, and they update it regularly. They have a great support team, and it's by far the best budgeting experience I've ever had in my life. I will say right now that YNAB is $85 a year, so that's really not that much. I mean, if you look at it in the long term, $85 a year is something like what, $7 a month? You can pay $7 a month to change your life, and then if you break that down even farther, that's like less than $2 a week. So for less than $2 a week, you can go ahead and take advantage of this app. And I'm pretty sure I've saved thousands just by having YNAB. So although people will see the cost as a downside, it definitely pays for itself, and it's a great investment for yourself. So that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I'm a YNAB fanatic. What can I say? I definitely aim to be impartial on this channel and to give you guys the best opinions, and to not just go off of what I'm used to, but to actually try different stuff out. And I've really felt like YNAB has been the best value for years. And now it really does help that I've had 2 years of experience with it as well, and I can kind of build up those statistics. So that's, you know, kind of a nice feature. So check out the YNAB subreddit if you haven't. I will leave a link in the description to sign up for YNAB if that's something that you want to do. And I'll also leave a link in the description to Buckets, because I think that's a really cool app, and it's something up and coming that might be a great competitor with YNAB, and, you know, competition is always good. So that's it for this video. I really appreciate you guys being here. Comment down below if there's something that I missed. I know I actually used a few different like off apps before in my life. My brother has an app that he uses, some random iOS app that some guy built. And you can even just use a spreadsheet. I've seen a lot of people do that. I do appreciate the features of YNAB, the statistics and analysis that I can get out of that instead of using a spreadsheet, but that's an option too. So just let me know down below what you use, what you think is the best app, and what you'll be using in 2019. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.